Hi everybody and welcome to a new video. So this video is just going to be a vlog. For this one, I'm just going to give you updates and vlog about me doing the pottery and doing the writing as well. So there's going to be a little bit about some writing updates that I have, how that's going, and kind of what I'm changing about that. And then also, of course, there'll be lots of pottery and wheel throwing and things to show you as well. So yeah. I actually changed the book that I'm writing, and it was kind of hard for me because I always felt like this particular book that I've been working on it for a long time. 6+ years I've been writing this book, probably longer than that. I don't know, it's such a treasure to me, which is probably silly to say about a book, but that's why I always kind of hesitated to have it as like my first book. So the book I had been writing, Songs of Roses, was going to end up being a duology, and it was all part of the same world though, and so I was going to have just a bunch of either duologies or standalones that happened within this world, and so it would be kind of easy for somebody to just pick up one of them and read it, or they could skip one if they didn't feel like they'd like the main character or relate to them or whatever, and so I thought it might be easier to sell books that way. But I was running into the problem of this book always being in the back of my mind, and I was having a hard time focusing on any other book other than this one because I've been writing it for so long. And it's a trilogy too, which is kind of hard to do series as an, indie author. And I don't know. So I thought, let's just wait on that one. But the more I was writing these other books, and the more I was struggling with them, and the more this first book just kept popping into my head. I don't know. It got to the point where I was just like, you know what? I'm going to write this series first. So I'm doing like a huge flip, huge 180, and I'm going to be doing this trilogy that I've been writing for 6+ years. I'm going to work on it first and get that out, and then I'll probably go back to Songs of Roses and, do those. So, as where I've had a lot of experience with pottery, I've been doing collections, I've been doing all that stuff. The writing, although I have been writing for a long time, I've never looked at publishing, self-publishing. I've never looked at publishing, period. It was more just kind of a fun thing I did on the side. And I contemplated publishing, but I never really, until this year, I don't know. I just kind of toyed with it, and I don't really know as much about the writing and that whole business side of things as I do the pottery. And so, what I think I'm going to do with this is, because I think it will be hard to make collections off of, and I think I really just want to get this trilogy done. I think what's going to happen for me is I'm going to try to get this trilogy done. And if I feel inspired to make mugs for them, I will. But I think I'm going to try just regularly publishing a couple of books to get the hang of it. And then, once I've done all that and kind of figured out how that all works, go into pairing my mugs with the books. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I'm feeling very overwhelmed by the whole process of making a pottery collection, and then having it to do with the books, and then also having to figure out how to publish books, and the marketing for all of that. And I was contemplating starting a Kickstarter, and so that it would have special collections that would go with, the mugs would go with the special collections, and each, however much they pledged, they would get a paperback with a mug, or a hardback with a mug, or, I do want to do those things. I just feel like I'm kind of, trying to do too much too soon. There's a lot of more symbolism and inner workings of the world and the magic and stuff in my other series, and this one's more about the character and her journey, and so it's hard to make a mug off of a person, kind of. I don't know, at least I struggle a little bit more with coming up with themes and stuff to make a mug based off of a particular person instead of what the story and the themes are trying to say. So, but I think that's a good thing. As much as I want to do this right now, have a pottery collection, have the books, have them paired together, have them be sold in collections and things like that, I don't think I personally am at that point. I don't think I can handle it right now. And part of it too is that, it's something I've never done, so it is kind of scary, and I think me trying to put so much that I want to do on this thing that I've never done before is, it's getting overwhelming, and I'm putting it off, and I'm not getting things done for it. Yeah, so I think it'll be better if we just kind of take the baby steps. Don't try to jump across the cliff when I've never walked before, kind of thing, So, I will do pottery, I will do, pottery collections, mugs, things like that, and I will be doing writing as well. But as far as combining them together and needing them to work together and do what I want them to do right away, that's where the hang up is. That's where things aren't getting done and where I'm feeling burnt out and overwhelmed. So yeah, I guess I'm trying to say is that, probably very poorly trying to say that this is all super new to me, and there are definitely going to be some growing pains. and I need to take things slower. I need to just not do everything at once, you know? And so, yeah. I think that's kind of what I'm trying to say. That is kind of an update on my writing and pottery stuff.